There you go. How's everyone doing today? I'm only going to go live here for about 35 minutes. I just have some stuff we got to cover. They're doing some bullshit, my friends here. Give me about 2 seconds. Let me go shut the door here. Come on, bud. Alrighty. So the s.e.c. is up to its typical bullshit here. Let me just announce on Twitter, going live for a little bit. Alright, so today this clearing rule came up and it is complete bullshit. More crime going on, more s.e.c. fucking us, the feds, all this stuff. Everyone's sitting here. They're running out of liquidity here. They're running out of places to put this. They're running out of places to grab. I mean, you already see this rule yesterday, which we'll go over in a minute quick, about the OCC and how they needed more liquidity and how they're raising it from $1 billion to $3 billion. They're talking to pension plans once again. It always comes down to, let's go to the taxpayers' pension plans to get, fix everything, of course. So let's get into this filing here real quick because I don't really have a whole bunch of time, but we're going to get into each one of these, the crook statements here on why they say it's such a great thing, and we're going to get into a whole bunch of crap. This is literally retarded here. So today they went ahead and put out a proposal, and this proposal, they wanted to go ahead and, they say, boost the resilience of the 24 trillion treasury market. And really, in other words, they want to make it so these guys can rehypothecate. There is some positives to some of these rulings, but the main stuff is just, it blows my fucking mind here. You got the feds doing QT starting right now, going up to 95 billion. And you're going to start seeing effects of that. So you're going to start seeing a whole bunch of new things coming here in the next couple of weeks, I believe. But this new proposal is literally ridiculous. So first, let's talk about what Gary Gensler's thought on this is real quick. So the 24 trillion treasury market, the deepest, most liquid market in the world. So of course, when you're running out of stuff, why wouldn't you go ahead and dip into the biggest, most liquid market in the world? This is how we as a government and as taxpayers raise money because we are the issuer. So they go, fuck it, let's just go ahead and destroy that. Now, if you guys go ahead and look down into this ruling, I'm not going to get into a whole bunch of stuff because I'm not going to read everything and bring you all the foo, who cares. What this really does is it talks about central clearing in these clearing houses, and now it gets into rehypothecation into treasury and treasury markets and these bonds. And one of the good things about this is it's trying to get rid of the netting process in this, and it wants more central clearing. So it wants to get rid of one-sided trading because this has been a big problem throughout. I mean, even Dave Lauer talks about one-sided trading platforms, how they're not, being reported correctly. They're not being regulated right. So one of the things this will get rid of is netting, and it will make it so each one of these members has to post their own positions, which that's great and everything. That's what you want. This will technically boost transparency, so it will do a little bit of good. But if you truly come down and read what it's going to do, because they're not going to let these guys sit there and be backed by the netting process, which they're currently under with like the DTCC and all of these rulings. So what they're trying to do is, if you guys read this, it says the proposal would change the broker-dealer customer protection rules to allow the customer margin that they collect to be onward posted to the clearinghouse, a process known as rehypothecation. We have experience with similar rules regarding gross margining and rehypothecations in swaps, options clearing, and the derivatives market. So, in other words, all of the markets that are having all of these problems, all this shit, all this bullshit, because of rehypothecation, which we've went over with these brokers, you now want to go ahead and give these people more. Oh my God, this is such a joke. These rules would help free up broker-dealers' resources. Of course it would. They can use rehypothecation. It will help free up more resources, which could contribute to added liquidity in the treasury market. So in other words, we want to go ahead and let them use fucking rehypothecation on our repo market, on our repos. Because why? Our repos are already over 2.2 trillion. People are asking questions. What are they going to do if we have a 3 trillion repo? What are we going to do if we have a 4 trillion? How are we going to explain this to people? Well, instead of having to explain that, what can we do? We can hide it through what we call rehypothecation. And now we can go ahead and make this fucking 2.2 trillion in bailouts through rehypothecation a shit ton. A shit ton. I can't even give you a number what they can do now. Now they have a $24 trillion market that they're now able to tap into, and they say, well, it's to fucking because of the tremors. Now, Gary fucking loves it. Of course, little Garyberry. Oh man, it helps out the transparency. It would be such a great thing. And it'll bring in more resilience and more competitiveness to the fucking clearinghouses. I don't really think it. Maybe it would because, you know, technically they have to post their own positions and they can't do netting. But at the same time, if you can rehypothecate, which is already the fucking problem going on in all this stuff, just so you can free up broker-dealers' resources so they can short and do all this more bullshit and continuously kick the can down the fucking road. What are we doing here? Like I said, this is continuously them helping them out. The s.e.c. can stick it up their ass because they're pieces of shit. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you here, because, you know, you look at all their comments and what all their, you know, why they voted yes or voted no and blah, blah, blah. One of the things I want to point out, because I've been talking about this over and over and over and over, because this alone should make people run in the fucking streets and go crazy. Over time, however, the structure size of the treasury market has changed in important ways. Between 2007 and 2022, debt held by the public increased fourfold. From 5.1 trillion to 23 trillion. They're just borrowing everything from you guys. They're literally taking it all from your fucking retirements. They don't care. They're going to keep dipping into it. The new s.e.c. market now goes, well, 1 billion limit is not enough. We need to increase it to 3 billion. We need to ask more pension funds. We need to dip into more stuff because we've already spent every fucking penny we have. This is what I'm talking about, you guys. It's a TikTok waiting game. These fuckers are trying to dip into everything that they can. They have nowhere else to run. They're running into this, they're running into that, and everything's bone dry because they've shorted and destroyed everything. Everything. It's all fucked. If you guys look at this over the last couple days, I told you guys on my last live stream, I said, if you guys are going to pay attention to anything, I can't give financial advice, but QT's about to start at 95 billion. You're going to see some stocks and you're going to see some bleeding. And what happened? 1.6 trillion was wiped from the market yesterday. Exactly what I told you guys. I hope you guys capitalized, played it right. Boom. They're going to raise rates. You have CPI coming in at 8.3, even higher than expected. Guys, they cannot keep kicking this down the road. They're literally getting fucked. You have mortgage rates in the U.S. jumped to the highest in since 2008. Mortgage rates are now at over 6%. And if you put down a 20%, where is it? I put it on earlier. If you put down a 20% loan or down payment on your loan, you're still looking at a fixed rate of 30 at 7%. This is higher than 2008. The housing market will crash. You guys, you had BlackRock come in. They overbought. BlackRock overbought. Cash. 50K above ask. This destroyed the housing market. Why? Because it destroyed the average houses. No one can afford them. They have skyrocketed. So what do? Well, we have all these bad loans. We have all these bad assets. We can't rehypothecate because of phase 6. We can't do all the bullshit we're going to do. We now need to offer ninja loans to minorities. Dump them off on people who don't see it coming. Let's fuck them over. Sound familiar? It's 2008 all over again. Interest rates are now at 7%. Literally 2008 level. Inflation's higher than it's ever been. CPI is at 8.3. It's going up. And what is going on in the meantime? Oh, that's right. In between all of this, household wealth fell by a record $6.1 trillion in Q2 of 2022. Guess what? Every single company is making record profits. While our wealth is already dropping by the trillions. You guys, they're literally trying to steal and crash everything. They're trying to drain you out because they're fucked. They have nowhere to go. They're running, no one's coming out to buy their houses. No one can afford them. Think about this. Inflation is how high? But yet, we're still doing raises at 2% of inflation, which means every time you get a raise, you're taking a pay cut. Every time. Because inflation beyond cuts out what you made. Raises do not inflect inflation at all. What is going on by the feds? All they say is we know what the problem is. We know you know what the fucking problem is. The feds have $2.8 trillion in mortgage-backed securities. They have to start unloading these. They already said we're going to take a $900 billion loss. And that is because of the mortgage-backed securities that they have been overpaying and bailing out the banks as well. It's been silent bailout after silent bailout. The repos, like I said, they're getting so high. They're getting so ridiculous. They cannot sustain it. So what do? You fucking let them now rehypothecate those. The treasuries, the bonds, all of this stuff. On top of that, with the s.e.c, there's another thing they can do to get cash on hand. And I was showing my buddy Average this. Me and my buddy Average were going over this, and it's like, and we'll talk about the Brazil things in a second here, and it's like, okay, so you have Citadel, they have to go ahead and get Palafox, whatever the hell it's called, and they got to get into this, the repo things, blah, 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 and then what do you know? If you look at the s.e.c's existing non-liquidity banking program, what they can now do is take some exchange for government securities for cash. So now they can go ahead and take rehypothecated securities, go to this, and get cash for them. Like I said, this is a big fucking deal that the s.e.c is continuously doing. Bullshit bailout can kicks. They're going in any market to get any ounce of liquidity they can, you guys. They're literally getting fucked sideways. Sideways. All that's left to come for are pensions. All that's left to come for is the U.S. and United States Treasury market. And you're gonna fucking destroy it. They won't stop. I've told everybody their entire plan since the beginning. They want to fucking take everything, crash the fucking dollar, and have to have saved by digital dollar. They need a CBDC. That is their ultimate fucking goal. Because then they can control money. Because it is programmable. The shit is fucking crazy what is going on in the United States, everyone. This shit is literally fucking ridiculous. And what is going on? You have no government official coming to help. Why? Why is no government official coming to help? Well, let's sit here and let's look at what's going on in the United States. The United States is fucking broke. We're broker than shit. We couldn't even hold our fucking elections, you guys. States are so broke, they didn't have enough money to do elections. They had to fucking literally ask Mark Zuckerberg for $350 million just so that you guys could have your presidential election. That's how fucked up this is. And then people wonder, with dark money, you got dark money fucking boasting politics. You got fucking the guys that wanted certain people to win literally donating to this fucking charity. I mean, look at this shit. To funnel shit. They literally talk about how this program, because of this money and because of where it went, they're able to decide where the money goes, who gets to what, and then what do? They literally, look at this. Chesterfield is several large suburban counties that ring Philadelphia. They used to be Republican strong, and all of a sudden they come in here and, we want all of our money, all of our commercials, all this, all that, everything go towards the Republican in these certain states. Like I said, you guys, everything is fucking a joke. I mean, literally, it's a fucking gong show. These fuckers are never gonna do a damn thing because they get paid by these fuckers to not do it. Way more than me and you pay them. We pay them $250K. They get paid how much under the table? Millions and millions, hundreds of millions. Insider trading information, whatever the fuck they want, whatever the fuck they need. Like I said, this shit is a fucking joke. They're running out of lanes, though. Like I said, they're running out of areas. The fact that they're literally every other day running into a new this. We got to do a new that. We got to get some fucking bank repo, bank bailout facilities, bank this. I mean, you guys, they're fucked. Literally tick-tock, tick-tock. But the SEC, I want you guys to know, SEC can just stick it right the fuck up their ass, dude. What complete pieces of shit. Now we're going to destroy the treasury fucking thing. And then he talks about retail and how retail likes the treasury market because it's so safe. So a lot of people get into bonds and this and that. Now it's like, we're going to come fuck those guys up too because there's liquidity over there. Pfft. Like I said, dude, I'll go ahead and post these links. You can go ahead and read about fucking all this bullshit. You know, here's everyone's favorite, Hester Pierce. I'm sure she's fucking all gung-ho about it. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Treasury debt. Literally, listen to this. Treasury debt held by public. $5.1 trillion. Really? So let's go ahead and fucking increase the treasury debt held by public by fucking $10 billion because we could just go ahead and rehypothecate all this shit. He literally talks about the swaps and the derivatives market and the clearing option and how they want the rules regarding all this to similar when that's where the fucking problem lies. It said, Gary Gensler, stick it up your ass. Whoever this jams fucking loser, Jamie, stick it up your ass. Hester Pierce, we already know you're a piece of shit. Jesus, you're like Al from Boston level. What the fuck is going on, dude? This shit is so stupid. And then if you guys look at the 2009 fucking bailout, I posted this the other day. Just because it's so literally how fucked up this shit is. So, back when AIG and all this, the insurance company should have went fucking down and all this stuff. And all of these hedge funds should have gotten fucked up. Because guess what? They made a bad bet. Instead, what happens? We bailed them out. Citadel actually in 2008 got $200 million of taxpayers' money. How fucking sweet is that? So we went ahead and gained them out here. $44 billion. Listen to this. $44 billion was paid out to 20 firms. Most of which were banks, but some were Citadel and other giant hedge funds. Like I said, these guys are fucking just douchebags, dude. And guess what? Every one of the banks involved in this, every one of the banks that are involved in this, guess what? They're the idiots, they're the tool bags that we showed you, who every single one of them opened up a fucking ISDA agreement. Merrill Lynch, Goldman Sachs, it's every one of them. Every single one of them that got the bailout and fucking Citadel helped out and blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Every one of them, JP Morgan was on that list. Every single one of them opened up an ISDA contract right before Phase 6 to fucking bail out Citadel again. I already showed you all 8 of them. Merrill Lynch. Like I said, it's literally a hand job between 8 fucking banks, Citadel, Virtue, and the s.e.c. It's literally these 4 fucking entities just hand jobbing each other. Banks, Citadel, and the regulators. Period. It's literally ridiculous what is going on. This is so fucking sick, dude. Like, this is literally fucking ridiculous. So, if you're thinking about getting a house right now, I can't give you financial advice, but if you don't see what's coming, I mean, every single sign of history's repeating itself, but worse. Every single thing that happened in 2008 has happened again, but 500 times. Like I said, guys, get prepared for what the hell is coming, because they're going to keep fucking crashing the market. They're going to keep taking money and money and money away from us. The feds are going to keep raising rates, even though nobody can already fucking afford them. And you're going to see U.S. household wealth continuously drop. We're going for the living greatest transfer of wealth from the middle class to the elites. Like I said, guys, when shit hits the fan, the shit gets fucking nuts like I think it's gonna. Just remember, don't take it out on each other. Don't fucking fight with each other into this shit. You know who the fuck is doing it. We'll show you every day what they're doing, how they're doing it, and where they're grabbing more liquidity. The word of the day, liquidity. In other words, liquidity is just stealing. It's just a term for stealing or making up fake money. It's just fake money. It's fake this until I can cover it. Until there's enough retail people that I've stolen from. Why does Biggums have beef with Al from Boston? Because he's a fucking loser. He steals all of my shit. He's a fucking complete dumbass. Go look at his last video. He now once again talks about the 8 contracts that I brought up. Like I said, dude, the dude's a loser. Fuck Al from Boston, man. I can't stand that fucking idiot. But like I said, you're seeing layoffs across the fucking board in mortgages, dude. If you guys do not see what's coming in front of your eyes in the bank or in the housing market, trust me, it's coming. Bloodbath. Mortgage industry cutting staff. 4,000 layoffs. Demands for loan has hit 20-year low for demands on loans because no one can fucking afford them. You will have nothing and you will like it. Period. That's what they want. They will continuously steal it until people fucking do something. Oh, and guess what? Just to make you guys even more pissed. So after we went ahead and bailed out AIG, and after we went ahead and gave fucking Citadel $200 million, AIG then in return took our taxpayer money and gave themselves bonuses of $165 million. So not only did we bail their company out when they should have went under, we also gave them $165 million for not doing their job correctly and for being criminals. Like I said, guys, this shit is fucking unbelievable. Yeah, they gave themselves bonuses. Listen to this. The employees that brought AIG down to its knees got $165 million bonus. Okay. What? You did criminal stuff? We're going to pay you $165 million as your punishment. What? Said, guys, prepare yourself for what the fuck is coming. Because when it comes, it's going to come fucking hard. But that's all I had to go over today. I just wanted to do a quick, like, this is shit's getting fucking real. But like I said, guys, just TikTok. I'm going to put out a couple videos here that are going to be smaller videos. It's going to be 10 5-minute clips. But I'm going to put out 3 instead of going live for fucking 4 hours today. I have some stuff I have to do tonight. But just wanted to say thanks, everybody, for the support on my grandpa, too. I really appreciate all that. All you guys' words helped quite a bit. I'm going to keep doing videos now a little bit more this week. Just helps me get my mind off stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and make these next couple videos, couple short ones. But like I said, guys, they're running out of fucking places to go. They're running out of places to fucking kick the can. They're playing hot potato, and they're running out of participants to grab the potato. Like I said, shit's gonna come down, and it's gonna fucking come down hard. You have so many people that have bonds, and nobody's even looking at that. What happens when these banks and all of these fucking firms and all of these people that are into the bonds market that are over in Europe, and all of a sudden all of this energy shit happens in Europe in a couple of months or a couple of weeks? Who knows? What happens if a margin call happens next week over there? And all of a sudden, fucking bonds just crash. You guys, there's so much shit that is going to come. There's no money anywhere. You got fucking China still going down. I get Evergrande is like the biggest fucking longest drag-out default I've ever seen. But they're actually starting to sell off some of their stuff. They're starting to sell off some of some of their assets, which is a huge thing. I mean, it's starting to go down. Everything's starting to happen. It's just going slower than fuck. The shit with the Brazil. Yes. So, all right. Yeah, before I go, we'll go over the Brazil thing. Just I can go over that in about 5 minutes. Do you guys remember the CEO of Overstock? There was an interview with him. I put a video up about this a while ago. But the BDRs. Where the hell is the... So, where the hell is the fucking iceberg video? Here you go. Buddy. Give me 2 more minutes and we'll go. Alright, so if you guys look at this picture here. The Overstock Lawsuit, during the Overstock Lawsuit, they had an interview with the CEO. And one of the things that he said, you know, everything he said was going to happen to his company. And he talked about how somebody walked into his office. And when they walked into his office... he told them all about short and distort, and he told them all about this stuff, and he actually laughed them out of his office. He's like, yeah, whatever, get out of here. And he said, all right, I tell you what, when these 5 things happen to your company, give me a call. And one of the 5 things that he said is, when your company opens up on a foreign exchange, give me a call. And that's exactly what happened. And once it ended up on a foreign exchange, she called him up. And he's like, he asked what's going on, what's happening. And pretty much when they open this shit up on foreign exchanges, it's the very last resort for them to hide FTDs. They can actually use foreign exchanges to fill locates. There are ways through ISDA contracts where they can also go ahead and throw over FTDs and say that they... Buddy, come on, stop. They'll use another one to create a BDR. There's a whole bunch of things that they're able to do through foreign exchanges to once again hide FTDs. And that's what it's all about. The BDRs, Brazil, they can transfer them over to companies, baby, come on. Subsidiary companies that actually are tied under Citadel that are able to go ahead and create all sorts of fun stuff here. I actually have... Baby, please. I actually have, where was it? I can't, hold on, let me see if I can find my message. I have so many messages today. A guy sent me their actual, company here. I don't know if I have it up. That they're using to send all their stuff over to Brazil. Baby, please, you're fine. Yeah, the dog fucking hates them too, man. The dog's sick of this shit. Everybody's sick of this shit. But basically, yeah, all these synthetics and all of these fucking failure to delivers, the strategic failure to delivers, as they call them inside this document. I really think you guys should check this video out here if you haven't looked at it. It actually talks about a lot of shit, but I think my dog's got to go to the bathroom here pretty bad. So, but yeah, all they're doing in the Brazil thing is they're throwing FTDs over there. They're using them for locates, and it's just a whole bunch of bullshit. But I'm going to go ahead and head out here. I got some stuff I got to do. I got to get ready for my grandpa's funeral tomorrow as well. And thank you guys for listening. I'll go ahead and get these next couple of short clips out here about a couple other things I haven't gone over today or yet in this video. But thank you guys. I hope you guys all have a great night.